Hey everyone, my name is Danilo Petrovic.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Denis Kudla.
I'm Evgeny Donskoy.
I'm Henry Laaksonen.
I'm Peter Torebko, and you're listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hey, welcome back again, tennis fans. Another day, another week has passed, and it means it's that time again, JG. It's Sunday night time, and that means draw previews, and 4 of them at that. This one is the Adelaide #2 International. Excuse me, I didn't bother to change the background. Had quite other number of things to do over the past 24 hours, but this one, we had some winners last week from that one. There was, I believe it was Gael Monfils grabbed his first tournament win in quite some time and starting the year in a positive, with a positive vibe. I'm really happy for Gael Monfils. There's no one I could want to do more, do better on the tour than him, coming to sort of the latter end of his career as well.
Yeah, and he's going to be back in action again as the #1 seed. Playing Adelaide #2 as well. So watch out for him. He's going for the double whammy in Adelaide. Before we get into this, I want to give a shout out to Ray Cornford in the chat. Appreciate that, mate. He has joined the YouTube membership club on Game to Love. Shout out to you. And as I can see there, I think you've got a little Massetti. I think it depends on how long you are sort of booked or subscribed to the membership, whatever way you want to look at it. And from there, you get a different player for however long you are a member. I think that's how it works. I'm learning as well.
Correct.
And Ray, you will have access as well to special emojis. So feel free to use some of them if you fancy it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see him in there. I tried to go in there earlier, but they're all blocked out for me because I'm not a member. So I'm looking forward to seeing Ray toss some of those into the live chat. Be as liberal as you want with them. Just throw them in willy-nilly. But do we have any qualifiers, JG, from the men's side? Are we doing the men's first?
Good question. I've not thought about it, but why not? Let's just start straight with the men's.
All right, let's start with the men's. Gael Monfils, he's going for back-to-back Adelaide. It's almost like the Zverev in Cologne when he did the back-to-back. Can Monfils do the same, but over in Australia?
I'm looking here. Adelaide #2. In terms of qualifiers, we've had some really good players playing today. Mutet beat Holger Rune in straight sets.
Again.
Steve Johnson beat Oscar Otte. We had Gerasimov beating Juan Manuel Cerundolo.
How bad luck is that for Holger Rune, though? He just lost to him last week in straight sets, and he gets pit against the same guy again in the first round of the qualifying, and he goes out again in straight sets. Maybe Mutet, the bogeyman.
It does seem like that, definitely. But there's going to be more matches tomorrow to determine who's going to be the final qualifiers. We don't know who they're going to be yet. I'm just trying to work out when they're going to be played.
Or
it seems to be very soon.
Or if you're in Australia.
It will be today, definitely in Australia. For us, it may be sort of 11:30, so just about the end of today. But let's wait and see for that one. There is some really good qualifiers, so watch out for them. We're not going to do previous winners because these events is not really... Well, we just had one the other week for a start. So I think let's just get straight into it. And as I did say, Gael Monfils is going to be the #1 seed. The #2 seed this time is going to be John Isner.
Ooh, Big John.
Big John's back.
Good to see Big John back. I know that the American's been doing all right. We had Maxime Cressy getting to his first ATP final up against Rafa, obviously earlier on today. Rafa did the business, though, but Cressy gave a good account of himself. He'll be happy that he at least was able to break Rafa once and just went to a tiebreak. Had a set point in the first set, so nothing lost there. So well done to Maxime Cressy.
The Americans are doing quite well. I think Taylor Fritz as well is at a career high now. The highest he's been, #22.
Yep.
Let's see how Big John gets on. Have you got it up?
Yeah, it's here. Sorry, it's just taking me a little bit of time.
Getting that up. Well, seeing as just while you were just fixing the... You've done it already. Too quick for me, mate. You've already got the layout and everything.
I know.
before.
I know. Well, no, I hadn't. I was just fiddling around with it then. There you go. I'll try and make it a bit bigger. So
no, that's fine as it is, to be honest.
All right. Well, that's how we're going to go.
What I was going to say is for people who want to be able to join this, make sure to do so. We do have a few brackets we're going to be going through. We're going to be doing 2 for Adelaide right now, ATP WTA, and then the same for Sydney, which is another event going on in the same time as this one. So make sure to put your brackets in for both of them. If you want to compete against me and Ben to win prizes, it's completely free to do so. Hit the link in the live chat. It's pinned at the top. You can enter the giveaway as well. Download the tennis app. Search for the Game to Love League. And simple as that. Just join and put your bracket through. And good luck.
Yeah, I'm actually going to tell you the truth. Because last week I missed one, didn't I? Because I have to do them afterwards because this is me going through it, but this doesn't save to anything. This is just me doing it on a random just website. Whereas I have to remember to go back into it and fill them all out again. I've filled them all out before this time, just to be on the safe side. The question is do I remember what I've done? That's the only thing. So I'm going to try and remember what exactly that I've done. But there's a lot of qualifiers in this, in all of the draws as well that we're going to be going through tonight. So you're probably going to end up having to put through for the time being until Tennis app manages to update it so you can pop a qualifier through. Because we know that when there's a good qualifier, you don't have to know which one it is, but sometimes someone's a bit suspect and they probably will get beat.
You just put a qualifier.
Yeah, exactly. We like doing that on the tennis draw challenge, wasn't it? Just a little potluck. Throw that one in there. But yeah, we've got Gael Monfils at the top. He'll be happy to get a bye through the first round after, a whole week of tennis, beating Karen Hatchinov in the final. 7-5, 6-love, bageling him in the final there. Maybe he knew he wanted to come and do another one, so he wanted a quick second set. But he's going to be up against the qualifier. So I reckon Gael Monfils, this little section, looks quite good for him, if I'm honest. Yep. I'm going to have him... head in the section. I'm actually going to have Van der Zandschulp knocking out Marton Fucsovics and Jan Struff to meet him. And then I'm actually going to have Van der Zandschulp to meet Gael Monfils here.
So the only place we really differ is I'm going to be pushing through Martin Fucsovics to beat Van der Zandschulp. Apart from that, we've got exactly the same. And then I'll put Martin to beat Struff.
Okay. Lovely stuff. Moving down. Oh, it's that guy again. They're all in the same tournament. Karen Hatchinov is back again. Yeah, it was like this, wasn't it? When we ended up having so many of the same players in so many consecutive tournaments before. But here they are again. I'm going to have Laszlo Djere to beat Gianluca Mega. And luckily it's got the Italian flag next to him today. So it reminds me that he is Italian, not Brazilian.
That's appalling, man. His name's Gianluca.
I don't know why I did that. I just saw M.
His surname, I'll give you the benefit of doubt. Doesn't seem that Italian. I'm actually going to put him through anyway. I'm putting him through. I'm going to go against you on that one. I'm then going to go Rinderknecht to beat McDonald, and then Lloyd Harris at the bottom.
I agree with both. Yes, okay. I'm going to have Lloyd Harris beating Rinderknecht, and I'm going to have Hatchinov beating Djere. So the battle of the big servers. Going through. Are you going the same?
Exactly the same, yep.
Yeah, cool. Okay. TF he's up against Tommy Paul.
Another American who's done well, Tommy Paul.
Yeah. I'm actually going to be picking Francis TFO though here. I'm not going to be picking Tommy Paul this time. He let me down in the last tournament. You know what I'm like.
You say he let you down. Where did he reach? I feel like he
did
quite well.
Won a couple of matches, I think.
Yeah, because the reason I say that, I think he's another one who's in his career top high right now.
Yeah, he's doing very well.
Let me see if I can find the list.
I'll bring it up.
Should have a list of them.
He lost to Taro Daniel in straight sets, so yeah, a little bit disappointing if I'm perfectly honest. Was it that? No, he lost to Monfils. He beat Taro Daniel 2-1. Sorry, I'm not with it today. I'm telling you, like lack of sleep is catching up with me, big style. So. Try to just bear with me and just treat me almost like a novice today. I feel like I'm going to need it. Just take me through the draw. Take me home.
Right, I'm going to go Tommy Paul to beat TFO.
Oh, he likes
I'm then
a bit
going to
of Tommy
have
Paul.
Musetti to beat Bonzi.
I'm going Bonzi.
I feel like one of us is going to be completely different on this draw. I can just feel it. It's in the air. I'm even going to go Munar to beat Millman, which I know you're not going to do.
Nah, I'm going to go Millman. You're right. I think that's what I'm trying to remember the ones I've actually picked because I think I'm the nard with Munar, and then I was like, nah, Millman.
Fair enough.
Cilic
And then I'm going to have Cilic beating Millman and this one I've not thought about. So
I've got
I'm going to go.
foe.
I'll go Tommy Paul to beat Musetti.
Oh, I got Austin telling me to take a nap. What, during this stream or after? There is no break. This is the problem. We have like back-to-back podcasts until I don't even know what hour. When does Djokovic's trial end? Tell me that now.
Yeah, listen, we don't know what's going on.
There's currently 620 people waiting for that to start, in case anyone was wondering. If you want to join that, that's going to be quite an exciting stream. Done a nice little intro for you as well, like a Ben special. So, yeah, so be prepared for that.
Hopefully it's not like the song.
It's just the song. Imagine I started off with that, and instantly everyone's going to leave. No,
just want to give a shout out to Bill R in the chat, one of our patrons. How we doing? Good to see you in the live chat.
Bill R. Are you feeling well? So
hopefully he is.
Bublik Vukic. Don't know much about Bublik at the moment, but I'll pick him just because he's a seed. That's my. This one you've got to pick Bolt. I'm picking Kokkinakis to beat Pair.
Not Pair?
Nah.
Why not?
I don't know. What ranking is he now?
What does the ranking have to do with it?
Because
Ben
he's dropped
Pair
46th now.
He's the god of tennis, Ben.
Okay, here's his current form. Lost his last 6. Lost 9 out of his last 10. And the only person he beat was Davidovich Fokina, and that was in...
I don't get it. I thought we had COVID anyway. Is he recovered now?
He must have. You know what he's like. He's probably got his Speedos on. Right, here we go. I'm going to go... I guess I'll go... Do I go Bublik or Bolt? I can't... Can I check?
Yeah, you can check, mate. While you're doing it, I'm going to go Bublik.
I can't remember which one I did.
And then I'm going to have Kokkinakis Isner. I'm going to go John Isner. I think he's going to serve his way to glory there. And that sort of sets up now quarter-final time.
I picked Bolt. Yeah, so there you go. I picked Bolt and Isner. There you go. So that's why I had to check just in case.
No worries. Quarterfinals right at the top. I've got Gael Monfils, Martin Fucsovics. Gael Monfils already won this event not too long ago. Literally today.
Yeah.
Is he going to do it again? Is he going to be able to get past Martin? Many question marks here. He's going to, I don't know. I think he's going to be a bit, I'm not sure about his fitness levels in terms of he's just played this event. He just had the off season. He's just won all of the emotions after winning. How common is it for a player to win back-to-back events?
Well, if you're Gael Monfils,
it doesn't happen all too often.
Yeah, but he's not every other player, is he? Remember that stretch of wins that he went on, about 20 matches unbeaten at the beginning of the year before COVID?
That's true.
And this is the beginning of the year, JG. So maybe it could be another case for Gael Monfils back at his best. Do you want me to tell you what I'm doing?
I'm going to go Monfils then.
Gael Monfils is out in my one. It's already pre-decided. I've already done my things, so I'm not going to change them because I have to go back and change everything otherwise.
Yep.
And down the other side,
go on, you can do it.
We've got Hatchinov versus Harris. I've got Harris because they both played in the final. I'm having both finalists from the last event going out there in the same round.
Okay, and I'm going to go for both finalists to win. I'm going to have Hatchinov beating Lloyd Harris.
If this happens
again...
So
a different viewpoint, but...
If this happens again, it's going to be annoying for me because you're going to take a commanding lead on these draw previews. This is going to be very frustrating. Right, moving down. France's TFO. He is up against Marin Cilic. I'm going TFO to beat Cilic.
Oh, no. I'm going Cilic. I'm actually liking this, Ben, because you're saying all of these, yeah, and I'm generally going against you every time, but I'm not doing it to go against you. I honestly think the opponent's going to win every time.
Yeah, I know.
So it's working out quite well.
Bear in mind, I did probably fill these out probably after, I don't know when I did it. Who knows?
How many Stellas?
Probably quite a few, and probably like 3 a.m. like this morning, or I don't even know what day's which anymore. It's getting a bit crazy. Right, moving down, Bolt and Isner. I'm gonna have an All-American semi-final. It's gonna be TFO Isner.
Yep, I'm going to have Isner as well. So that sets up the semis and semi-final time now. Let me just move over to the next bit. I've got Galwan Feast Hatchinov at the top, repeat of the last final. And at the bottom, I've got Cilic Isner. It's pretty boring. I've got the 1, 2, 3, and 4 seeds in this event. You can't get any worse. I feel like I've turned into boring Ben myself.
It's swapped over.
What has happened to me? What has happened? It's very rare I go for the 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't remember doing it much last year at all.
Look what happened in the last tournament. You picked 1 and 2 to play in the final. And what was the final? 1 and 2. So I don't think you did too badly there. Your boring Ben selection worked, and I didn't do it on that occasion. Then
I think you did do one, didn't you? But it didn't work. I forget which one that was now.
Many don't work.
Yeah. There we go. John Silk calling me out. Boring JG. Well, I've got to take it. I've got to take it on the chin. I have been a bit boring this time. The one thing what's going to save me is I'm not going to be boring for the final. I'm going to have number 3 winning and number 4. I'm going to have Haran Hatchinov beating Galwan Monfils in the semis. He's going to get revenge after losing that final to him today. And I'm going to have Marin Cilic beating John Isner in the other semi.
Ooh, we're going to have different final. I'm having
it's
Lloyd
very weird
Harris
what I'm going for. But
Harris seems to like a final. He knows how to go deep in the tournament, especially one like this. So
how do you know he knows how to go deep?
Well, he got to the final against 2 Russians, but didn't win either time he got there. Now he might be able to get there. And he'll be up against in the final. Who's it going to be? I think it's going to be Big John, to be honest. I don't know if he'll. Yeah, I think he probably will be. Yeah, I want to see the button more than anything. So the battle of the servers for me in the final. Harris and John, not Harris and John, Harris and Isner. Harris and John.
I've got an interesting fact for you, Ben. Your 2 seeds, you add them together, 5 and 2, 7. Mine, 3 and 4, 7. So we've gone for the same factor of risk in this final. If you want to work it out, that's a bit of JG maths for you. The question is, are you going to go for a 2 or a 5 to win?
I'm going for
in other words, all the numbers. Is it Lloyd Harris or John Isner?
I'm going to go for Lloyd Harris to win his. Is that his first one? I believe that it would be for him. So I think it has to happen at some point. Okay, I don't think he's won one before.
We'll have to just verify that. I know he's been to some finals recently and beat some incredible players. Last year, he beat Team and he went on that mad ride in that event. I don't think he won. I don't think he won it. You're right.
No. He's been to 2 finals. So.
For me, I'm going to go Marin Cilic. I'm going to have Hatchinov losing back-to-back finals in Adelaide. He's going to get to the final both time and lose both. Marin Cilic to win in Australia and take the title. And I think big. John Silk, he believes it as well. Because he's saying Cilic returns. And I think he believes in it. If John Silk is going with the same thing as me, I feel a little bit more confident.
Well, he's a wise man, that Silk. So maybe I'm the fool here. We'll wait and see.
We've got Nora Bodie in the chat saying, "Hey GTL, Lamont wins again, the Triple D."
Ooh, Lamont.
We've got Nora there liking the Triple D and thinking Monfils wins back to back. We've got Des here saying Isner looks so slow in Sydney. Sydney? Has he played Sydney yet?
No. I don't know what I have no idea.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Des, if I'm honest.
Maybe he just looks slow in Maybe he's just been slow in Sydney. Just walking around. Just looks slow.
What, you saw him walking around along the street?
Yeah, he was just wandering.
Oh, no, we're actually idiots. Des is right. ATP Cup.
Oh, okay. I thought that you were talking about ATP Sydney or a Sydney Open or something. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, apologies, Des. I tell you what, we do podcasts and you think we know our tennis, but we don't really know too much and we're not tennis experts at all. We just talk a lot of rubbish and enjoy tennis. That's pretty much what we are.
How dare you call us talking rubbish? We talk some very interesting factual stuff sometimes. We like to give our take on things. I think that's the main part of the pod, isn't it? But we make some good selections sometimes.
Well, I'm telling you now, Cilic is winning this one, and I'm quite pleased with
Lloyd
it.
Harris, big start to the year for the South African.
Well, let's give some dark horse time. Who are you going to pick as your dark horse? It's really difficult because we
Van der
don't know
Zandschulp.
who's going to be there. For you, I guess Van der Zandschulp's a good one. I think I'm going to have to go to the qualifiers. I'm going to have to go
Ooh.
there. I really am. Which one am I going to go for is another matter altogether. Can
Yeah.
you just remind me on who some of them were?
I've got.
I think you
another
got moved.
tab
I've
with
got them
up.
here. Don't worry, mate. It's all good. I'm
Right.
going to have Nishioka as my dark
Ooh.
horse.
I would have possibly gone Mutet, but yeah. Oh, Big Steve's in there. You missed Big Steve.
No,
right.
I'll tell you, I'm going. Listen, you can pick whoever you want to pick. I'm picking Nishioka,
All right.
Yoshi, Nishioka as my
Right.
dark horse. Watch out for him.
I will.
Okay, let us know in the chat, guys, who you have as your dark horse, and make sure to get your brackets in. And let's move over to the women's now. So women's Adelaide 2. Have you filled this one in before as well?
Yeah, I've done them all. I'll go through. I'll just have it in front of me just to make it easier, just because otherwise it's going to start getting a little bit messy if I have to keep on grabbing it during. All right, here we go. So, where is the? Have we got the qualifiers?
Yep, I'm just bringing it up now. One second.
Bear with me. I will grab those as well. WTA.
So Adelaide 2 international. Let's have a look at the qualifiers. So women's singles. So today we've had a few different results. I believe the qualifiers, I think they've been done, mate. They're all done. All
really?
The qualifiers.
No, there's the final round coming up. Van Uitvank versus Jastremska in the final round of qualifying.
Are you sure?
Yeah. If you go on the draw,
I think I might be looking at the wrong.
Go on the draw on Flash and then just look at the draw. That's what I always do. It's easier.
Okay, I can't see. I'm on the tennis app right now as I speak. And looking at that, it seems to me that we've already done them. Or some of them have been done. We've got Heather Watson. She's in there. Kukova, Pettersson, Lauren Davis, Eri Hazumi.
Do you want to know the final round? The final round of qualifying will be Van Uitvank versus Jastremska, Flipkins versus Sanders, Potapova versus Kucheva, Heather Watson versus Kovanic, and Peterson, Wang, and Davis versus Huzumi.
Okay. Yep, I can see them now.
Okay, wicked.
So, yeah, I'm not that impressed. Probably if I had to pick out a qualifier, I'd probably go...
I'm not going Van Uitvank again.
I probably would. Probably Van Uitvank.
Oh, yeah.
She's got enough in the locker.
Should do well now, yeah. When I don't pick her.
Well, she won an event last year, didn't she?
She did great until I picked her, and then she's terrible. It's just curse. The curse of Ben. Have I got all of the players on there? No, I think I'm missing one. No. Come on.
Right, while Ben's doing that, the number 1 seed is going to be Sabalenka. And number 2 seed is Svitalina. So another really good draw. Of course, Svitalina would have been watching Matt Gauman-Fils win his title today. Could that give her the extra motivation to get her first title of 2022 as well? Something to consider. To start things off, there's a lot of qualifiers yet again, so I'm going to just get through this. Sabalenka, Brengel, I'm going to be putting through. I'm going to have Magdalena Net beating Risk. I don't know, and part of me wants to go Kalinina. Yeah.
I'm going Kudermetova and Risk.
Okay, I'm going to go Kalinina.
I should really check my thing, shouldn't I? I'm just shouting things out when I don't know. Yeah, I did pick that. Okay, cool. And then on the next one, you have to go through a bit, don't you? Okay. And next one, yeah, I've got Sabalenka and I've also got Risk again.
Okay, I'm going to go Sabalenka, Lynette.
Okay. Interesting. So
moving down. Can you not remember at all, Ben?
No.
Just try and do it off the top of your head for now.
All right.
Because some of this is quite easy.
I think they're all, yeah. Okay, so in this one, I've gone with all the people who are playing qualifiers. So very easy.
Yep. I've got exactly the same, of course. We can't put anyone else through. I'm then going to have Zdancic beating Inglis.
Yeah, I've got the same, and I've got Teichmann beating
and I'm going to go Teichmann. Yeah, I think this kind of picks itself. Gone for the seed, played it safe. Teichmann, we know, had a very good year last year.
Yes.
Had some really good results. We're not sure what we're going to expect this year. Have we seen him at all? Is this our first match?
Yeah,
I think it
haven't
is.
seen
Yeah,
I
I don't
haven't
remember
seen
any of the other
anything of
draws.
her,
Yeah,
but I
and this is
expect.
where it gets a lot trickier. This is a really tough section. We've sped past a few of the others, but we're going to need to take our time on here because it doesn't seem it's another one of them WTA draws where they've got a really stacked section, and a lot of these names could progress. You could make a case for all of them. In fact, being the one to come out. If you can call the correct one, fair play on you. I feel like I know which way I'm going to go because it's my heart, but I don't know if that necessarily is going to happen because any of these could, and I honestly mean that, any of them. And starting things off, I'm not even sure how to call the first one. I think I'm going to go Golubic, to be fair, to beat Vondrossova.
Wow. I'm actually not. I'm going Vondrossova to beat Golubic on that one.
I'll go Anna Cunha here.
Yeah, I believe I went with that. Yeah, Anna Cunha. And this one tough. I'm going to go
It's
Rogers.
a tough one, but I'm going to stick with the Americans. I'm going to have Rogers and Coco Gauff.
Same here. I want to see that matchup, Coco versus Shelby. At the top, Cunha, Vondrossova. I'm actually going to have Vondrossova knocking out Cunha. And I'm going to have Shelby Rogers knocking out Coco Gauff as well. And you probably thought I'd
explain
do that.
to me why.
I don't know. There's just something about Shelby Rogers. She just always, in the face of adversity, when people doubt her, she seems to play her best. And I think a lot of people will write her off in this
Who did she beat in the last event?
She beat someone fairly good, didn't it? My brain is literally like I don't know, jelly or something today.
I'll tell you, mate. If I can find
it. Where was it? Sakari.
Yeah, Sakari, that was it. I knew she had she beat a really good player early on and then lost to Rybakina in 3. Yeah. Rogers is in good form. She's just beaten Sakari.
Yes.
It's going to be high on confidence. I think I'm not
Coco
going to go for it. I'm going to
though.
go Coco Gauff because she was really good against Barty, even though she lost.
She was great. I think she could easily win against Rogers. It was a tough one to pick.
And then I'm going to have Anna Cunha at the top.
Oh, you like a bit of Anna Cunha, didn't you?
Always do. I don't know why. I've never had any success when I put Anna Cunha far. I've never won a bracket. I've never beaten you, I don't think.
That's your dark horse, then.
No, it's a guilty pleasure. It's a guilty pleasure. A bit of Anna Cunha. I'll put her through a few rounds.
Why not? Why not? I don't hate you for doing it. Next down, we've got Sharif versus Samsonova. Based upon Samsonova's last match, I'm going to put Sharif through.
What happened in the last match?
I think she had a bad match against someone. I can't remember who it was. Let me check. Oh, Petkovic. She lost in straight sets. So yeah.
What was the score?
I think it was quite 6-3, 7-6. Not that, but I don't rate Petkovic that high.
I'm going to go for it then. I'm going to have Samsonova.
It's a pick 'em, that one for me. I'm not. Neither of them are going to win the tournament for me. But now I've said it, I'm gonna have Paris. Am I having Paris Diaz? I think I might have Paris Diaz. Yes, I do. To beat Cornet.
Yeah, I'm going to have that as well. Moving down, I'll have Sestaya to beat Martinkova.
I'm going
Svitalina to beat Keys.
I'm going Martinkova and Svitalina as well. Although Keys, we always rule Keys off, don't we? We always rule her out.
Svitalina's going to do all right. Next round, I'm going to go Paris Diaz to beat Samsonova and then Svitalina to beat Sestaya.
I'm going to have Sharif to beat Diaz and Svitalina to beat Martinkova. So that's how it's set. This is
quarter-final time now. So at the top, the number 1 seed, Sabalenka, Lynette. I think Sabalenka, up until now, has had such a comfortable draw.
Yeah,
I know she had that double faulting crisis in the last match. I don't know how to describe it. It was a crisis from her.
18.
Complete breakdown. 18 double faults in a match and got ripped apart, really. Deservedly lost the match. She can't afford to do that even against the qualifiers, but she's been given a helping hand with this draw. And I think that's what you can afford. If you are the number 1 seed in the event, then, yeah, it's only fair that you get an easier draw than everyone else. That seems to be the case here. I'm going to have her really walk into the semi-final. I don't see a way she doesn't make it. Moving down to Dancik Teichmann, I'm going to have Teichmann.
I'm going to have Sabalenka and I'm going to have Teichmann as well.
Okay. And the bottom half of the draw, I'm going to definitely go Coco Gauff. That's the end of Cunha. And probably...
I'm going I'm going Vondrossova to beat Shelby Rogers.
Okay. This bottom one's a tough one. I want to see what you say.
Sharif versus Svitalina. For me, I'm going to go Svitalina.
Yeah, I think yours looks a bit more. I probably will go Svitalina as well.
More manageable, my one.
Yeah.
I'm not picking.
No offense to Sharif, but if I was presented your one, I think I would have gone the same. I wouldn't have hesitated.
No, exactly right, mate. Right, so here we go. We got our semi-finals. We've got Sabalenka versus Teichmann. Unfortunately, I think this is the end of the line for Sabalenka. If she gets that far, I don't want to be dismissive, but she needs to really prove herself after the last tournament, and I'm not sure that she's still going to be in top form yet. So she goes out for me to Teichmann.
Okay, I'm going to have her beating Teichmann and making the final.
All right. And then down the bottom, I've got Vondrossova versus Svitalina. Who do you have?
Coco Gauff Svitalina.
And in this one, I'm going to have Vondrossova knocking out Svitalina. So my final will be Teichmann versus Vondrossova.
Nice, mate. That's a good one. I think the good thing about that final, if it is to happen, you'll win the bracket. I don't think other people will have it. There's too many other alternatives.
Yeah,
and you've got a nice, that's a good little differential for a bracket winner. So yeah. I respect you for that. I'm going to go Coco Gauff. I'm also going to have Svitalina losing in the semis. And yeah, setting up Saba, Coco final.
Interesting.
Two young guns. I think it'll be an exciting one. I'd love to cover it.
Yeah, that would be very exciting. And I feel like Coco slightly more consistent than Saba, so she might like her chances against someone who's in stuttering form, especially with their serving.
Well, you've set me up nicely then. I might as well go straight for it. And I think that's exactly going to be the case. I think Coco is going to have too much consistency for Saba. And Sabalenka is not going to be able to rise to the big occasion like we've seen so many times before. She's probably going to do a whole service game when she's serving for a set or something with double faults. And then Coco's going to end up winning the set. So I just don't trust Sabalenka enough to win the whole tournament. But I think she's got enough quality to get far. So that's why she's basically, her draws allowed her to get to the final.
I mean, for me, I put her further than I think that she might even get, to be honest. I think the semi-finals, because the level of competition is, but she went out to Kai Yuvan in the last tournament. That should be noted. Yep. Kai Yuvan, she's good, but there's still players in this tournament that are better than her. So I'm going.
Kai Yuvan, let's just put it out there. Kai Yuvan failed to qualify for this event. She lost in the qualifying.
Great. So Saba's happy. At least.
Saba's over the moon.
Dodged another bullet. I'm going with Vondrossova as my champion, though, here in Adelaide.
I thought you would. I don't mind that. Thing is, I've got to go up first.
She could go out first round. That is the problem with this pick.
It's high risk.
It's very high risk, but it could be high reward. JG. Oh god,
yeah,
I'm just checking out.
Sorry, mate. My dark horse is going to be, because I'm just trying to pick a dark horse now. I'm going to have Parizas Diaz as my dark horse.
I love
the
Shelby
Spanish
Rogers.
sensation, really good player last year. One to keep your eyes on if you have never watched her before. There's no reason she doesn't beat Svitalina and have a really good run and maybe make the final. So I like her in that bottom half of the draw. Nice position.
I'm going Shelby Rogers as mine, as I put her through.
Is that allowed?
Yeah, she's
I'll let you off.
Is she a seed?
I thought she would be, but
I didn't think she would.
I'm surprised she's not.
She's not that high ranked.
Fair enough. You can have her, mate. It's all good. So you've got Shelby Rogers. Let us know in the chat, guys. Who do you think's going to win? We've got Bahumut here saying he's got Teichmann Kostyuk final. That's a nice one as well. Kay there saying Yuvan's fitness was off during the Doyen match already. Any other predictions from anyone else in this event? People are still talking about Rafa.
Why not? It's 100 titles, isn't it?
Yeah, well, including the doubles. 89 on the singles, 11 for the doubles.
Well, still trophies. Yeah. still go in the trophy cabinet. That'd be a big old cabinet that he's got. Especially
We've got Lewis there going for Svitalina. And Max Martinkova.
Whoa,
some different picks there.
Well out there, that one. I like it. You're definitely winning the bracket.
Martinkova is going to be probably a 2%er. I think maybe a 1%er.
1%er.
Yeah.
No disrespect to you.
I will always remember you if Martinkova does win. So shout out to you, Max.
That's it. Sometimes it's better to win once with a crazy person because you'll be remembered. Who's going to remember the person who picked Barty and won the tournament? Probably no one.
But it's still it's not just that. It's tougher to win an event if you've got Barty as the winner because so many people will have it, and you just know they're going to have some better results in some of the other rounds. So it's always tough. But anyway, let's not keep talking about this. We will be doing another draw preview straight after this one. We're going to be moving over to Sydney. We've got the Sydney Tennis Classic for the ATP and the Sydney Tennis Classic for the WTA. Both events, no, they're not. The ATP event is a 250 and the WTA is going to be a 500. So watch out for that. We could be seeing quite a stacked draw. I think, in fact, we're probably going to start with the women's first on the next one. But thanks for watching this one, guys. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and make sure to join us for the next draw preview. And of course, the big trial later on, Novak Djokovic versus the State. But for now, we love you and leave you and see you soon.
See you soon, guys.